time to get made. I am your host, Yash Semlani.
The co-founder of Made, Yash Semlani is an award-winning kid entrepreneur. He has won the 2014 Ernst & Young Youth Entrepreneur Award and has been featured on various national media and spoken at international business conferences.
This episode, I'm interviewing three-time kid and teen entrepreneur, Anastasia Snyder, the founder of InkRose. What motivation led you to start your venture?
Well, because I'm really big into doing artwork, I saw a lot of other artists at conventions taking their artwork and then printing it out and then selling that. So I decided, well, if I start doing some really nice art, then maybe I can print it out and start selling it at conventions as well. So that's what I started doing. I was able to get into a few conventions. I had my artwork on a table, and then I would autograph them and sell my art prints.
That's cool. What other businesses have you started in the past?
Well, the first business I started, I was about 5 years old. It was called Anya's Baking Company. The second business I had, when I was around 11, I decided to start another little company called Love and It Loops. And in that one, I would make knitted goods. And eventually, I was able to actually get my product in a store called Jumping Jellyfish. It was a little boutique store.
You must be an expert at business.
I would say, maybe.
I was going to say, I love the Ladies Man Link comics that you did. They are awesome.
I realized I came to the con and I didn't have anything really nice to sign. I'm like, wait a second, I have my book. What's better?
It's actually a really good idea.
I come all the way from Mexico just to see you and Josh.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Any favorite stories to share about dealing with your customers?
I don't have a favorite story in particular, but what I do have is basically a lot of stories put into one sort of thing, which is fan art. It's just really always a treat when someone makes something just for me and it feels special, and it feels great, and it feels like I'm actually really helping them out and being an inspiration to their life, and that's what makes me happy.
Wow. Were there any people or organizations who helped you start your company?
That would definitely be my parents. They were very encouraging with helping me out starting my first two businesses. My parents would help me to understand how to advertise my products and how to distribute them.
How have you supported Anastasia's business ventures?
Well, we haven't had to do a whole lot, to tell you the truth. I mean, we manage her when it comes to some of the technical things, like some of the learning the software or learning how to do particular things. We've helped her out, her mother and I. But all the things that she does, the writing, the voiceovers, the singing, the art, definitely is all her own. She has a passion for all these different kinds of artistic ventures and productions that she does, and she just does them pretty much on her own. So we do support her, we encourage her, but really she's something else. It's been amazing how she's been able to accomplish so much so early in her young life.
She truly is amazing.
Hello.
Hello. I was wanting to find a piece of your autograph.
Oh, sure.
And also, I love your stories.
My sister's a huge fan of yours.
Kind of, sort of.
I love your artwork.
Thank you so much.
What has been the hardest part about starting a venture?
The hardest part is understanding what your identity is in your business. You want to be unique, and that can take a lot of hard work and a lot of idea crunching to try to be different.
How are you marketing your company?
When it comes to marketing, I do a lot of social media work. I don't do ads and things. I mostly just advertise myself by being myself and by interacting with people. When it comes to my artwork, I like posting it on a bunch of different sites like Taptastic, DeviantArt is my main one. I post them on Tumblr, post them on Facebook, a bunch of different places. And that really helps it get around because different people like mainly using different types of sites.
What is your favorite part about making online videos?
Being able to share your ideas and your opinions and your content with people all over the world. It's really, really fun seeing what people think of what you made. And it can feel really good when you get positive feedback and when people really start becoming fans of what you do.
And her channel is just like kid friendly and so supportive and like something I really love.
Draw the things that are hardest and draw the things you don't like to draw. And for you use a lot of really cool background like patterns and textures, but now start practicing the actual perspective and putting the characters in the environment.
What advice do you have for InkRose in regards to her business?
The main advice is don't give up and keep practicing. If you ever hear me talk at panels or give advice, the one thing I always say is practice, 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 practice. And it depends on where she wants to go. If she wants to continue doing conventions, for example, I tell everyone should have retail experience just to understand how to sell and how to talk to customers.
If I was a young kid, I would be on YouTube like every day going like, all right, well, what can I learn about it? Let me just put this on and let this person draw and I'll watch them draw and just sort of internalize how they work. And also, everybody says to draw every day, and that is, they say that because it's true. Because if you draw every day, then it just becomes sort of like a muscle that you just reflectively turn on and you just draw. Making sure that you treat it like a business.
And the other thing is don't get discouraged and practice your anatomy, practice your perspective, and if you want to be a storyteller, you have to practice your storytelling.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
It was really nice talking to you.
It was a pleasure.
What do you like best about running a company?
My favorite part is going to conventions because I actually get to meet the people that like my product and are excited about it.
Thanks. You too. Take care.
We just met M.A. Larson. He went past our table.
Who's M.A. Larson?
He's one of the main writers of the show. And I gave him Celestia print to give to Nicole Oliver. So I'm really happy about that. I didn't think I'd get to meet him.
What is the best part you like about being on MAID's Youth Advisory Board?
I'd say the best part is getting to meet and see all these young entrepreneurs who are really excited about their businesses. It's also really cool to see what they've done with what they have and what kind of creativity they're bringing into their business.
I really am glad that you're on our Youth Advisory Board.
Thank you very much, Yash.
Thanks for watching. I hope this episode inspired you to get interactive, get empowered, and get your business made. Yay!
Join us each month as we feature more amazing kid entrepreneurs.
If you know of any kid or youth entrepreneurs whose businesses should be featured on Get Made, please contact me.